Okay. Let me take it back. So Miami released the updated jerseys for this year, which is just like a little bit of styling. Obviously, the new Adidas jersey tech and everything. They didn't really push that forward. But at the end of the first video, it ends in black, and it's like black. It's in the practice facility, backlit player, and it's like a black silhouette, and you can tell he's wearing a black jersey. Um, and I knew that they were tame design, but engagement and everything on social. So I quoted it from the State of the account, was like, "Yo, black jerseys, like da da da." And Gabby Arudia, who knows, responded. He was like, "Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of a refresh than a thing." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I get it, but like everybody loves talking about the black jersey, so I figured I would just kind of dip my toe back in the content creation water on that and everything." And yeah, they're a more simple design, big Oregon State vibes. Those are not the jerseys.
Okay.
Those are the last ones. If you go, let me see if I can find.
Those look like Oregon vibes to me.
No, yeah, they're
when
big.
Did you wear those? I remember seeing those.
Excuse me, I forget. We got blown out in some game wearing those. But where is? It's not on the Hurricane Sports website. Let me pull it from the Magic Twitter machine because I know that I tweeted it from Underwood Sports, which you should be following. And I mean you listening, not you, Mark, because Mark clearly is. But here, well, no, let's see if I can find the one with the still pictures, not with the video. Here we go. I'm going to drop this in the Chatterino right there. Sorry, doing some live producing of the show and everything, but it's a lot like this shirt. Again, it's big Oregon State vibes. The previous ones were kind of like the highlighter colors and everything, and like more. Yeah, so you can see that there. Michelle Powell. You can click on those to enlarge each individual picture.
Oregon State vibes. Okay,
yeah,
I either misheard you. I
yeah.
thought you said, unis and Oregon just automatically go together. So that's maybe what I heard.
And I was also like looking, so I was like half talking to you and half like thinking about like where I was navigating to try to find it. But yeah, as you can see, these are big Oregon State vibes. It's the same kind of silhouette and design as the other three jerseys, orange, green, and white, and everything. Black helmet with the center stripe. And everything. You remove the green detailing, so it's all orange with black detailing around the orange letter. That's why it's just like it's all black and orange. Like I said, it's big Oregon State vibes this is more of a additional option in the regular rotation as opposed to like the previous iteration of the like blackout jerseys that had like the Miami Knights and kind of had the highlight and kind of had like it was like a real special jersey. This is a simple in rotation alternate more than like a specially designed kind of a thing. But yeah, so those are the black jerseys for this year. I love black jerseys. You love black jerseys. We all love black jerseys. We don't love the results that have happened in the black jerseys recently, but yeah, you can see all of the detailing. There's green inside the collar. You can't really see it from this picture set. It's in another picture set that they put up on social. So that's really the only green in the jersey is like inside the jersey collar and everything. But yeah, and then obviously you have the center outside collar logo, which obviously has the iconic U in orange and green. So that's really the only green on the jerseys, on these black jerseys. But I think having a black jersey is it's a statement thing. It's a bad boys of college football thing. I know that there are some schools, like I said, Oregon State, that is their standard kind of palette and everything. So it would take a playoff appearance or something like a national championship, or not a national championship game, but I mean, yeah, one of those, like an ACC championship game or something that would like maybe possibly precipitate Adidas designing something special like that they're holding back. And we've seen them afterwards, and some of us before, and heard tell in previous years, there have been special designs ready and waiting if the team achieves a level of success that would then, maybe make it a moment to debut something that's super duper secret special, but we haven't gotten there. So, and this is a la, Mario Cristobal and Mark Richt being very aligned on the, hey, we're going to go simple pretty much on our designs, throwback classic. Obviously we have three colors because we wear orange and green and white, because orange and green both at home, white on the road with whatever combination of pants and things like that. So we have a little bit more flexibility than like some other schools. Like we're not Penn State, which is white, blue, white helmet. The jersey is dependent upon if we're home or road. Like it's not that much of like a traditional look, but the design is more of a traditional kind of styling and everything. I saw some people complaining about Adidas versus Nike on these jerseys. Honestly, these are fine. These are utilitarian. Like, and I get it. Like, now, if Miami were winning a lot, I think that you might like these jerseys a little bit more. But there you have it, the 2024 iteration of the black jerseys, ready to go for a night game coming near you.
I don't know that I can think of any brand in college football that has not had some form of alternate jersey and gear except the one that you just named, Penn State, and I believe Alabama.
I feel like Alabama had an alternate maybe once. But yeah, I think that those would maybe be the two. Well, yeah, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think it's pretty much them. He's like, because everybody else had, what has SC had a special jersey?
Yeah, maybe they haven't.
I don't think they have. I know that UCLA has, because they were Adidas and they're like, the other school in LA. They're not like the school, they're the other one. But yeah, it's like really Alabama, Penn State. If there are others, I can't think of them off the top of my head. Because like even Michigan has done some really, oh my god, the Denard Robinson days and things like that. They had some gnarly things, and they would do that opposite Notre Dame doing some really gnarly stuff. Mm-hmm. So if you're thinking about, oh, well, maybe wasn't them. So yeah, but anyway, those are what the jerseys look like. Hopefully, Miami wins a bunch of games wearing this version of the jerseys, both this year and, well, I don't know if they're going to run it back next year, but that's the most important part. I know a lot of people are, more focused on the result than the fashion. I get it. It's just a thing that I know always gets people going and wanted to bring it up. So, yeah.
Maybe Texas. Falconer TRX, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Super sticker from you. Thanks for leading us off as always. And then we've got Falconer coming back with Miami was great when Miami had classic uniforms.
This is very true. I saw there were a couple of football nostalgia websites going back over the 2001 roster. Like, oh my God, that they had Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, and Frank Gore in the same running back room? Yes, and we told y'all then, you remember the 2000 team? Because I do. That was my freshman year. And the number one recruit in America, DJ Williams, didn't even play his position because there was no room or snaps for him at linebacker. So he said, what we're going to do is we're going to play you at fullback on offense your freshman year and specials. So he played fullback, number 17, DJ Williams. Go look it up. From Concord De La Salle High School, number one recruit in America, came to Miami, played fullback his freshman year, and special teams because the trio of linebackers in front of him was not letting him get on the field. And it was entirely by intent that they got him snaps so he didn't leave and then became like, first round draft pick and, the DJ Williams that y'all know now. It's 100% true. I was there and saw it firsthand as a freshman. Go look it up. Also, before we go on, I did a quick Google because I thought I remember this. Texas actually had black uniforms. They did black and they had orange on the shoulder kind of a thing. So there, yeah, those were some of those that I've seen. Kobe Boyce stitched jersey I can see is for purchase in that colorway. Yeah, so I've seen I just wanted to go over that they're not one of the ones who's not had an alternate, but yeah.
I guess Iowa has, but I can't think of what they looked like.
Ooh,
They
maybe
may
it was
not.
a color rush.
Falconer coming back with this one. Orange and green and white from the orange tree.
Those are the colors of the University of Miami, and that's where it comes from. In case you didn't know, like, oh, like why are the colors orange and green and white? Why is that logo like that you see over Mark's shoulder there? That's where it comes from. They are the colors of the parts of the orange tree. So the orange being the leaves, the green, the green being the leaves, orange being the fruit, and the white being the blossom of the flower of that tree. So all the little parts and pieces matter, and that's where we get the colors of our beloved University of Miami from. And Iowa went like basically all gold with a little bit of black detailing for their alternates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Iowa has. Usually when these first took hold, after Oregon went crazy and Maryland with their uniform departure from the traditional look 15 years ago or so, I enjoyed the variations, even bad uniforms, ugly uniforms, or bland uniforms became pristine and sharp with either the chrome helmets, suddenly like a Wake Forest looked good with the black instead of the dull black and the traditional helmets once they went to the chrome helmets, or they went with the matted look that I thought in a lot of cases looked good for a lot of teams that didn't necessarily, again, have nice looking uniforms in my estimation. Suddenly they were given a spark and a shine. But I don't recall Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, it was different. I mean, I just Googled it, but yeah, it's all gold. They had some kind of like feather design, kind of like from the just like up here. That was black, and then like the normal helmet. But yeah, interesting kind of. It was almost like an NFL color rush jersey. It was like that kind of highlighter yellow.
Because they're also one of the few that never went with any kind of chrome or matted look or anything.
I don't think that would play well in Iowa, but I will say, and I mentioned this, I don't remember when. I did mention that Hayden Fry, their longtime legendary coach, was a psychology major, and painted the opposing locker room like light pink because that was thought to engender passivity of the opponent. It's still that color, by the way. Yes. I didn't know that was like I knew that it had happened. I thought that they had changed. No. It is still that 1960s muted pink, like. Yeah, they still do that up there. So it's an interesting kind of a thing, but yeah.
We do our Iowa show, everyone, Tuesday nights at 5:30, and they just redid the locker rooms, and it looks like a arcade in there. It's just, there are lights everywhere and so forth. So anyway, it's very impressive, just like a zillion other teams at this point. But then when you Google the Iowa locker room, because it was such a story about them painting the opposing locker rooms pink way back when, that's what comes up mostly are the pictures of the pink locker rooms. And yes, it was confirmed by our guy on Tuesday night that yes, they are still painted pink, and they're very basic. You just have your, it looks like 1960, just your stall and your folding chairs hung right there, and that's all you've got. And it's all pink because it was proven at one point that that tends to kind of suppress emotion and kind of sedate people.